believe in magic, though.
Cool.
I prefer.
Why don't you play with us? I've got my cards. We can play Commander. Yone top as well. Okay, Estralis, I see what you're putting down. I'm liking this.
You can have your reasoning. I prefer the magic.
When he does. Jose's going to try and smite away this Krug, but can't smite it away from Owner, it seems, as he secures it. Meanwhile, under the tower, Zofei's just trying to get as many waves XP as possible. Owner jumps in, stunned up. Carrier, Gumayushi, kind of sandwiched between Zofei, Ackerman, and Jose Diodo here. The wave pushing in, though. Zofei around 2 minions away. Not under the tower yet. They get the stun, but no one's tanking. Carrier flashes himself. Good double root from Carrier. And everything that Estral tried to do is all for naught. It's 2 for T1. Zofei will try and clear the wave. Should be able to do it. Dodges away from everything. Guma tanking the tower. Zofei still alive. Owner smited the wrong minion. Or he smited one and another one blocked the sonic wave anyway. Zofei's going to stay around. He's probably dead here, but let's see what he can do, Kobe.
Yeah, they're still going to go for it.
The shield. He gets him.
It's over into the double root.
So good.
And Owner landed the Q so he could just go in and then safeguard right out to safety afterwards. They did give over the 1 counter kill in the repeat on the dive, but it's still very much worth to be able to go for that so that you can deny that minion wave.
Carrier, charmed, locked up. Estral Esports get another. Cody almost falls, but dashes away with the Spirit Rush. A shot down as well for Cody. I didn't realize Carrier picked up 2 of the kills.
They could just go finish up the grubs, plus still apply the pressure on top side.
Bot lane is so doomed for Zofei. Snacker going forward, looking for the Whirling Death, can't quite find it. Carrier puts a body double in front of the tower, as Ackerman took about half his health as well, 2/3. Zofei's going to catch the wave in the bot lane, almost at that level 6, but Zeus already 7. Owner waiting in the wings to see if he can find a play here. The reset not actually coming out from Ackerman. Owner. Matched by Jose Diodo. Will take a bit of damage, steps away. The plate secured for Gumayushi and Carrier, which is all they'll accept from this play in the end.
Brutal, absolutely brutal lane swap here from T1. So many advantages across the board from them. Sending Carrier bottom and getting that teleport out too early, and then following up with the punishment. Now on bottom side, Zeus with his Aftershock grabs the turret plate as well. They're setting themselves up for a very, very early mid-game. Like, they're moving up the timers even on this game. Finishing up on
quick.
Top tower down by 9.5.
I mean, you can hope that T1 misplay around this Drake. Cody going in, looking for Carrier. Charm goes wide, Carrier sidestep, the heal coming out for Carrier as well. Manga Storm onto the backline as Guma's there. TP in by Zofei as they try and get onto the backline. Jose Diodo goes in, and Jose gets the shut down. Now Zeus is joining the fight. Cody going forward, misses the charm again as Carrier's forced away. The Magnet Storm, not enough. The shockwave though from Oriana, just so powerful. Snacker and Ackerman have to flash away, but Snacker's taken for a double. Ackerman gonna get chased down by this Ghost Pathmaker forward by Zeus. It puts the all out down, and Ackerman has no way of surviving this, but he'll take Zeus down with him. As the Estral
join the fight also, and the teleports in. Good shockwave from Faker as well, making sure that they're
12 minutes, 53 seconds. And I'm sorry, Kobe, I don't think we're beating the record today. As 16:47 will sit in ignominy for EU fans.
Moving lethal tempo as well from the game. So we're seeing some of what might... Oh, never mind.
Cody able to dodge away with a Spirit Rush. Owner in the early game. Faker here by himself. TP in.
4-person dive. Volibear has ulti.
What are you going to do, Faker? Huh? How are you going to get out of this one? Shockwave lands on 2-0. Faker almost survives with a face sealed, and Zofei takes him down. Faker is dead. Jose Diodo turns off the turret, and Carrier will fall alongside his mid laner. Estral Esports roar into life.
They get what they came for. Faker down, Carrier down, tower down. Bounty picked up as well there for Estral. They've got a dragon to their names. What else can they get in this game? Snacker kind of getting pushed off tower, especially with the extra damage.
Yeah, I think we both had the same especially if you don't have that sort of competition in your region. Usually is, yes, you got a kill on Faker, but what did it get you? Well, you almost lost too much. Gumayushi puts a couple of spears in his back, and Zofei is regretting the decision going any further forward. The collapse is going to begin. Drake taken by Owner. Ackerman, Snacker are on their way. Cody TP'd in behind, Carrier low, Charm into the face call, will pull him out. Cody dashes across the wall.
Coming up mid. Well, the double split push here, 1-3-1 from T1 is going to push inside lanes, and you see the move now.
Locked up with a face seal, Charm going wide though, dash back, and in goes Ono as he thought perhaps he was going on a one-way trip, manages to escape with a flash of his own. Zofe already dead, the flank happening now as Faker looks for the shockwave, and it might not find them all, in fact it finds none. But Zofe does fall, Cody looking for more, has that Spirit Rush, Charm just wide again, the charge in with the Rift Herald, lands onto the tower, and T1 will get their third tier 2, in fact, of only 19 minutes. Whirling Death, not quite enough to take out the Rift Herald, but it should be killed before it charges in. T1 do still have the Demolish procs here and a very healthy life bar. That will be another inhibitor tower, or first inhibitor tower going down. Estral trying to defend, and T1 have cracked the base and almost cracked Cody's head in. A great charm though from Cody. Stops Ona on his way. On 14-8.
I mean, T1 have really good options here because we mentioned the turn that they have, Carrier here on Nico with the safety of the Callista, and they have the Callista Rend combo to be able to go for finishing it, so
Zeus charmed, locked up, Fate Seal coming out, TP in as well as Zeus starts to fall low. Whirling Death just short as the all-out comes out from Zeus. Pathmaker in, a charm again from Cody, keeping Zofe alive. Faker falling down, but he doesn't get killed because he lands the shockwave on Snacker. Cody will fall to Guma. And they're locked up in the tangle barbs. They do have a
give me some vision, baby. Give me some hope.
It's the FlyQuest Jose Diodo fan coming out in you right there as the Pop Blossom out from Carrier, just distracting. Remember, you have the spears, the Rend from Callista. Jose, you're going in. You gotta go now. Cody falling low. Jose tries to get in, but it's secured by Ona.
Yeah.
And T1 now with Baron up. They're going to TP to the mid lane. Zeus trying to get this super minion buffed up. Carrier's going to chase out Cody. Will T1 just look to force through mid, knowing that Cody can't join?
Yeah, I mean, are they going to end the game before they chase down Cody there? Carrier on top side kind of going after the Ahri, but the rest of the team finishing up now.
Snacker's trying to hit Zeus and his health bar just isn't moving. It's like hitting a literal brick wall. The Magnus Storm in, the face sealed as well. Faker has a stopwatch to buy himself a second and buy himself an escape route. Zeus still trading with Snacker. I don't think he's hit him once, so Snacker continues to try and put the damage down. Ono went too deep, so he dies. Zeus has the shield, though. The TP trying to get onto this Cassante. The shockwave lands on 4, though. Pathmaker out by Zeus. Cody falls. Faker survives. Guma gets Zofe.
Opportunity.
At some point, you just gotta give him a bit of mercy. Guma locked up, Jose with the stun, and Snacker gets the shutdown. The inhibitor will fall. The Nexus tower is already down as well. Zeus, Faker, and Carrier. Not much health, not much mana between them, but perhaps with the Baron buff, they can just push in here.
Let's see the opportunity move speed like that used. 25 minutes though. Manic, it's going down. Quick. What can they do? Chase them off!
They can try, Kirby. I don't think they can manage to do so. Jose Diodo killed off by Faker. Snacker taken out by Zeus. A double, in fact, for Faker in the end. And the Nexus alongside it. T1 clean it up.
Diego.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, they do have a lot of dueling options here for him, so. Leech experience from your mid laner, even if it is to get a level 2, but maybe this.
Cody has 2. So if they're looking for it, Faker flash charm. Faker though still has a flash of his own. So if they're looking for the Q3, flasher in, chase flash, and Faker will fall.
So they looking at Zeus here under tower.
Can Zeus survive? Underneath the tower, Ackerman tanking it up first. The Pathmaker out, Zeus down to 150 HP now. 100, Jose gets it, and they get the hell out.
So good there from Jose too. Uses flash plus ward hop to make sure he doesn't take that extra tower shot. They get the kill, they get him out, they get the repeat.
They're gonna go for it again, so they can tank it. He'll take the tower aggro. Jose dashes in with the safeguard. Snacker gets a auto attack down. Cody flash in from Carrier with the ignite. Faker still takes it. Zeus under the tower. The Pathmaker will lock up 1. So
duo's matching right back up because never mind though. Owner's right back on bottom side. They still have the control ward here too.
Zofe uses the Q3. Oh, steps past the wave here. Owner can still look.
Oh man, if this knockback hits.
It does not. Owner still waiting.
Okay.
Grub started by Jose Diodo. Owner now sneaking his way around. Zofe going in for Zeus. There's the ghost pop. Zofe's going to go up towards the top side. No ghost, no flash for him. Trades back with Zeus. As Conqueror stacking up, only 6 stacks so far, and I'm pretty sure Zofe is dead. Yes, he is. Owner slaps him down and gets his first kill of the game.
Yeah, and that's going to be more minions dying at the tower. Owner doing a very good job applying that jungle pressure again. Going to be his level lead over the Aatrox, so watch out for that ultimate.
Away from Jose Diodo and Cody.
All right, let's see if the crash as well. Pretty big chunks here down onto Cody. I think he's going to have to use his teleport.
Carrier has equalizer.
T1 are circling because Owner's on the way too.
Flash, flame spell.
Oh. Carrier has just been brutal this game. The Rumble ganks mid.
Just flash on cooldown at Cody every time.
And ignite.
Yeah, Faker took it personally that Cody had a pretty good game one. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Zove still not level 6 as Owner dives in, gets the kill, should be able to survive. Whirling Death going wide, but Owner steps back into it to make sure Cody doesn't get it. Spirit Rush forward by
better for them here. Red buff as well off of that kill on Owner, so Snacker is massive right now.
Guma has flash and heal here. Snacker trying to trade in. Guma with the heal. There's the equalizer. Snacker ticking down. Owner on his way. Carrier no flash, but he can land the harpoons. And it was good for a second, but the Flame Spitter doesn't care about your crystal arrows. 2 kills over to T1 once again on the bottom.
Starting to give a little bit of hope for the Estral side. Getting that kill for the Draven, of course.
Oh, Owner kick back into the charm. That was gorgeous from Jose Diodo. Owner tries to trade in, but he doesn't have the elbow to Carrier. Oh, he's going to try and take this blue away, but Cody gets in with the charm, and Carrier has a 150 gold bounty on his head. Jose Diodo will...
Tower's got to go down.
Oh, Guma caught, flashes, dash back, arrow hits, the tower goes down. Owner a level behind now. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Zeus 2 levels ahead, path makers, but Zofe's going to keep it under the tower. Zofe solos him! Now, for Estral to fight against them, but Zofe getting back in the game. Jose Diodo 2-0-2.
For them here, because they do have a lot of pick options.
Yeah, I think it's grubs into arrow top into chase. Right, if Zeus uses his dash, you can look for the real ability to close in on that. Jose Diodo does have a flank here. There's the equalizer. The grubs helping out Estral here a little bit as
Ackerman can nail a couple arrows and try and set themselves up, but teleports comes in from T1.
Yeah, it's a bit of a collapse here on Zofe. Is he going to be able to walk away from it? Trying to defend underneath the tower. Flashes first, dodges the shotgun counter TP now. But the tower's so low, this TP invested way too late. Kobe immediately slapped down by T1. The charm hits as well, the all-out pulls Zeus under the tower, but it's up. Well, arrow hits Guma, no cleanse. The chase goes in, flash, charm, equalizer. They kill off Gumi, the shutdown goes over to Cody. Shaker down to half HP, but now the mid lane tower, the target for Estral, charm wide. Cody still dashing in, dashing out. Should be able to kill off this tower, especially with 6 grubs. I'd like to see if it's just mid lane push for the rest of Estral or whether they're joining up on towards this top side. Looks like they are just going to keep pushing out mid.
Yeah, doing their best to open up the map because again, they really do rely so much on getting some of these picks. They can get down these outer towers, more space to work with. On the run.
Equalizer can go down as well from Carrier in a couple of seconds. Doesn't need it. Doesn't have it right now.
Side wave here too, collecting the minions. Should be able to continue to use that. Zeus himself does get the outer tower there with the demolish proc, so further increasing it.
So if we're going to pop the World Ender here, trying to escape Spectral more for the stun. So if he dashes across the wall, then flashes back. He burnt Owner's flash, and that's a small... Couldn't quite get out, was it?
Yeah. All right, Carrier though has got
everything missed.
Carrier!
He's playing DDR while everyone else is playing League of Legends. Jose Diodo still with the chase though. They'll get one. It was the charm going down onto Owner. And yeah, there we are.
In the end, they do chase down the kill on the Carrier despite Carrier's really smooth movement.
Another charm onto Gumayushi. No flash on the AD carry. Gumayushi dashing around, but Jose gets the kick back onto Owner. It's 2 for Estral. They'll look for more, but Zeus pulls the all out across Ackerman. Pulled to his death. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Faker continues to push in the side lanes.
Yeah, Zeus not messing around here. He's going to be able to answer one right back. And Faker on the bottom side, gosh, it's brutal what these solo laners have been doing to this Aatrox medic.
The guy's got 100 CS at 21 minutes.
But you see this so often. When T1 have so much control of the map like this, and you're just like massive discrepancies in the CS numbers.
That extra bit of golden XP, and now you can see like bot wave, relatively neutral, top wave in favor of T1, and T1 have just started up the Baron, but the flash kick from Jose is enough to get Faker's stopwatch at least. Zove's going to join the fight. Faker falling low, but he has a command shield for himself. Guma Yushi down to half HP as well, another charm onto Ono as he heartbreakers over the wall and ends Cody's life. Another charm from Ona, he gets the double, he's looking for more as Ackerman has to flash away the Heartbreaker short, but it's a triple for Ona. One taken away by Carrier. Ona chases forward, Heartbreakers in, dodges the Sonic Wave, lands the Spectral Maw, make it 4 for Ona as T1 clean up the fight with a clean ace.
The Quadra for Owner having fun. T1 defending world champions, looking to wrap this one up 2-0.
A solid start for them. Signs of hope, signs of life, and a few laughs for Estral Esports, but in the end, it's T1 you're facing today. Equalizer on the base for the slow to stop Estral getting out as quickly. Cody dashing in there with the Spirit Rush. The Shockwave wide again. The charm on Carrier, they'll get one. The Nexus towers fall. It's a reset central as the World Ender goes in for Zofe. They found two all out from Zeus. Zofe goes low. Ackerman trying to trade in as Ona steals away, but he can't do enough. Estral are not being defeated, at least right now, as they clean up T1 in their base. Ackerman with the chase. Cody can look for more. No.
Kill off Owner there, but they couldn't get Faker, but T1
still pushing. Remember, no Nexus towers as well, so T1 don't even need the minions to end the game, as you usually would to avoid that backdoor bonus. World Ender out from Zofe, but yeah, I'm not sure he's ending any worlds today. Those wings going to be well and truly clipped by T1. Shockwave on Snacker pulls him back. The fountain healing not enough as T1 close in on the base. Ravenous for more bloodshed, it seems, and not hitting the Nexus yet. But Estral only have Jose Diodo standing, and all he can do is watch as T1 claim the series 2-0.
T1 clearly terrified of Estra's bot lane. Raz, you brought it up. The solo queue was already in their heads. It was already there. It lives rent free.
Exactly. Like the moment they slammed the Draven, flashbacks.
Yeah.
29. Is this going to be our 30th?
We could
death?
see Carrier on the stage.
Yeah.
He didn't blink for about like 2 minutes, just staring down the barrel of it. He was just like, I can't deal with this.
Super focused. And we can take a look at a dive actually and see what happened there, because poor execution, I would say, on this side.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, T1 nearly threw the entire game away off this play. Went for the tower dive on top side, but Spot the absolute beast completely turns around in a 3v1, able to get the
beautiful.
1-for-1 off it.
Yep.
Massive outplay. And but I mean, look, let's be real. Actually, fairly nice stuff from Spot here. I actually really did think he did a really good job of getting over the turret, making sure that he got the counter owner. Just Carry able to pick him off. But honestly, it was actually really well played by him. And I think that's kind of the real takeaway for me with a lot of this is that when we look at Estral, it was actually them giving T1 a run for the money, which is what we wanted, was them to show up and say, hey, this is going to be our game, and trying our best to make sure we can shut them down.
Yeah, with all honesty, the fact that they had full confidence to pick the options that they had.
Even Yone,
Exactly. The Yone pick when they saw the Cassante, and I was like, this is amazing. And then I just immediately remembered that the lane swap sequence. The saddest Yone of all time. I was like, oh no, save the man.
But that's kind of the whole story, was like we'd see these really cool plays from Estral where they're like, hey, we're going to make a play. We're going to try and dive on side lane. We're going to try and turn this around. But it was already T1 to kind of set up the map. So they were going to be in the winning scenario. But it did mean, on the other flaming hot take, was that Cody got left alone.
Deathless.
He was able to just go up against Faker, you know?
True, exactly. There was no one around him. Isolated kills if you just did not think that the support position existed at all. But I did love the fact that they played around Faker in particular. top side, and they were like, all right, we know it, so we're just going to straight up dive both Faker and Keria, make that play happen. They looked for another play, of course, bot side. They couldn't get the charm immediately on Keria, and so it got a little bit too bloated. Lee Sin got there, and then got completely collapsed on. So that was unfortunate that the execution wasn't there from Estral.
And it's kind of the issue. They could, but when it comes to team fight like this is when you see the defense drop.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's where the execution really does come down to it. I mean, even in these kind of moments,
Although,
right, Faker getting the ultimate
That's what I was talking about.
nearly turnaround, but the
Yeah.
fact that Volta just barely gets out of tower range and then is able to survive is honestly insane. But again, it kind of comes back to, like, yes, you're getting these plays from Estral, and I love that they are going to these plays, but you know, you're losing mid tower, you're losing Rift tower, you're already losing elsewhere on the map, and that's kind of where the problem is with T1, is that even if you try to take these fights, they've always kind of set up the map in a way where it never really feels like they're losing.
I mean, that's the thing. At some point, we're like, hey, Yone is back in the game. But hey, he's going toe-to-toe with Draven, which is not a good thing given how far behind Draven he is here. But we've seen team lose faster to T1 than this, so I want to say props to Estral for giving them a good fight here, and also for playing their game.
Longer than 60
Which is what
minutes.
we want to see.
And like, seriously, shout out to Cody. I think Cody was an absolute beast. Consistently trying to get TP positions so that then he could try and set up for team fights, trying to find any way of getting his team into the game. So shout out to him. I think he actually genuinely had a good game.
And even though this was probably a lot more of a lax game from T1 side, I think that Gumayushi in particular was quite impressive. There was a lot of mistakes actually that Faker made. Even though he was soaking up a lot of pressure, he still made mistakes that got himself caught up. I remember it was like bot side against the enemy turret where he just like took. So that one was tough. But overall, I think they got it together. Gumayushi in a lot of those team fights ended up clutching up. So I was like, okay, this was a nice back half of the T1 victory.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see, and I know we have one more game to go of this, and potentially two.
Potentially too. Could be a series, especially with Estral selecting blue side here. A new approach, maybe a new first pick, something they want to prioritize. Don't do this at home, guys, please.
But no, I think it is just a case of, look, play your game again. I don't want to see anything different. You did what you want to do, which you showed for LATAM, and do the same again.
Good showing against the world champions. We'll see what they can do. And as we go to break, let's take a look behind the scenes and look at some of the teams competing at MSI.